So I fundamentally believe, having particularly come from retail, that actually the confidence you give an employee is a number of things. It's their training, it's their experience, it's their knowledge of the processes and the procedures and the prices and the product, all that good stuff which a lot of companies spend a lot of time on. But then they reach out to their IT that they're using, that they've been given by their employer, and it's slower than the customers, they can't find stuff, in fact they apologise for it. You know, you and I probably have rung help desks and they say, well, I would do that, but it's a bit slow today. They're actually apologising for their employer's IT. So I think, you know, it gives courage, it gives it confidence, it does a lot for them. If they begin to trust it, it actually helps them sell to a customer better because they can trust it's doing its job, if you will.
I think so. One of the things I tend to enjoy doing in an organisation is creating employee innovation, supplier innovation, so that the employees are thinking from the eyes of the customer. So when we do employee innovation, like hackathons and things like that, we're encouraging employees to come up with ideas that they've seen in their past experiences or they know about things in the press. And they're coming up with the ideas to help the customer experience. So I think, I think customer experience in terms of innovation, new ideas, making the experience better for the customer comes from three places. It comes from the customer, and they're the best people to know what they want, and half organisations that I've been in technology world don't think about the customer first, they think about technology first. So that's interesting. The second area is employee, so the employees can think about the customers, and then the third is suppliers. And there's a whole host of suppliers, SMEs, new products out there that we could be tapping into to actually improve our customer experience.
Well, it's an interesting question actually, because I think it's all down to a balance. I think certainly a lot of industries, certainly in hospitality as well, were very consumer facing businesses. They put a lot of effort and priority and certainly a lot of current focus and projects on the consumer side. But like I said, the balance has to also include the employee side. Now, if the balance is 50-50 or 90-10, it depends on the industry and where the business is in progressing or in turnaround, etc. But certainly employee engagement is key because at the end of the day, they interface with the customers and they're the face of the business they see on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, it's funny, we were having this conversation today as to how those two things are linked. And I was trying to think of a scenario in life that if you were reflecting, perhaps slightly dated now, but that would reflect and bring that to life for you. And if you went into a bank today and you pulled one of those paper tickets from the machine and you queued up and you went to somebody who was using an old piece of IT equipment and that was slow to load and the employee is apologising for the performance. Yes, that's exaggerated, but as an experience, as a consumer, going into that environment and imagining that's where I'm about to invest my money, you get a real sense of the impact that would cause for a consumer. So whilst exaggerated, the IT has a huge bearing and an impact on that customer and employee relationship. It not only embarrasses the employee if they're not capable and empowered to perform to their best, but it has a massive impact on the perception that the customer then has in front of them. So yeah, we definitely think those two things are very, very, very linked. Whilst that's exaggerated, there are many stories like that still exist where you wait for a laptop to boot or you're waiting for a computer program to load. So we want to try and make sure that's not the experience that people get with HP.